The girl I met on the last train. The last train to Boston left every night at 11:45 p.m. Most people boarded it exhausted after a long day, but Jason Parker, a 32-year-old financial analyst, rode that train for a different reason. It was the only place where he could forget the noise of the city. One rainy Friday night, just as the train doors were about to close, a young woman hurried inside. She was out of breath, her hair damp from the rain, and she held a small violin case tightly against her chest. She looked around. Every seat was taken, except the one beside Jason. "Is this seat free?" she asked. Jason smiled. "It has been waiting for you." She laughed. "My train almost didn't." Her name was Ava Thompson, a 28-year-old violinist who performed at a downtown theater every weekend. For the next few weeks, they found themselves on the same last train every Friday night. Sometimes they talked for hours. Sometimes they simply watched the city lights pass by in silence. Neither felt the need to fill every quiet moment. One evening, Jason asked, "What's inside the violin case besides a violin?" Ava smiled. "My dreams. And yours?" Jason looked out the window. "I'm still trying to find them." Ava gently replied, "Maybe they're sitting closer than you think." As winter arrived, the train became their favorite place. They shared coffee from the station cafe, read books together, laughed over terrible train announcements, and slowly, without either of them realizing it, they fell in love. Then, one evening, Ava didn't board the train, nor the next Friday, nor the one after that. Jason worried. Finally, a month later, he received a handwritten envelope at his office. Inside was a concert ticket. On the back, Ava had written, "Meet me after the final song." That night, Jason sat in the front row. As Ava played the violin, every note reminded him of those quiet train rides. When the concert ended, she walked toward him with a smile. "I got accepted to the New York Symphony Orchestra," she said. Jason froze. "Congratulations. But I have to move next week." Silence filled the room. Ava looked down. "I wanted my biggest dream, but I didn't expect to find someone I'd never want to leave." Jason reached into his coat pocket. He pulled out 2 old train tickets. "The first one, from the night we met. I kept it." Then he smiled. "You once told me your dreams were inside your violin case." He gently held her hand. "My dream has been standing beside me all along." He slowly knelt on one knee. "Ava Thompson, no matter which train life puts us on, will you always choose the seat beside me?" Tears filled Ava's eyes. She laughed softly. "I missed one train to find you. I'm never missing you." Yes. 1 year later, they were married inside the beautifully restored historic train station where their journey had begun. Their wedding aisle was made from old railway tracks, decorated with white roses. And on every anniversary, they still bought 2 tickets for the last train, not because they needed to travel, but because that was where 2 strangers discovered that sometimes the greatest destination in life is the person sitting beside